Well, this yeast can be a beast. Hi, I'm Tracy Lockwood Beckerman. I'm a registered dietitian in New York City, and it's my job to help you figure out what to eat and why. Yeast mode activate! Because today we're talking all about the Candida diet. Candida is a type of yeast that lives in and on the human body. On this episode of You vs. Food, I'm breaking down what the Candida diet is and how to follow it. Let's get started. Get this, we all have yeast in our bodies. It's necessary to keep our digestive systems balanced, our immune systems functioning, and to increase our body's absorption of vitamins and minerals. Candida is just one type of yeast that's typically found in small amounts in the mouth, intestines, on the skin, or in the vagina. In most cases, when the fungus is in balance with the good bacteria in the microbiome, it lives on our bodies without any issue. However, the problems arise when there's too much of it. That's when the amount of yeast overtakes the amount of good bacteria in the gut. This is Candida overgrowth, which may result in an infection known as candidiasis. Candidiasis can cause thrush, fatigue, digestive issues, yeast infections, and UTIs. Candy dun dun dun. The Candida diet is not a lifestyle diet or a lifelong way of eating. It's a set of temporary dietary restrictions meant to help people with yeast-related health complications such as candidiasis. The Candida diet is defined as a low-sugar, anti-inflammatory diet that promotes good gut health and eliminates the sugars that feed a Candida overgrowth. It's billed as fixing gut dysbiosis, which is essentially restoring a healthy gut microbiome. You've gotta love gut health! The diet is meant to eliminate foods that impact the GI lining, stimulate excess Candida growth, and reduce overall inflammation. By removing these foods, the yeast will not be able to grow anymore, and it will stave off the fungal infection. Fungus, be gone! The restriction-based diet encourages followers to cut out gluten, alcohol, sugar, dairy products, additives, starchy veggies, vegetable oil, high mold nuts, deli meats, farm-raised fish, and condiments. Whoa, there goes my whole grocery list. So what can you eat then? Well, the diet is focused on eating lean proteins, healthy fats, non-starchy vegetables, and probiotics. These foods are meant to help reduce inflammation and maintain a balance of the concentrations of bacteria within the gut. Despite the long list of no's on the Candida diet, you can eat low-sugar fruits, non-starchy vegetables, gluten-free grains, butter and ghee, low-mold nuts, herbs and spices, and non-caffeinated bevies. And last but not least, while the diet suggests removing gluten from the diet, there is no significant evidence saying that a gluten-free diet can benefit those who do not have a gluten intolerance. Plus, gut imbalances are serious business, and anyone who thinks they have one should be working closely with a health professional about what their next step should be before trying the diet. This diet likely cannot treat other kinds of non-gut related yeast issues. So, if you are experiencing a yeast infection or thrush, for example, treating the infection with an antifungal is the recommended course of action, not this diet. You want to make sure you manage the infection before it spreads and becomes problematic. So, my verdict is to carry on with caution. This diet is not necessarily the end-all be-all cure of this issue and should not be considered the perfect path to ultimate health. Overall, while it may be beneficial to test out the diet, it should not become a lifestyle, but rather a way to decrease yeast growth for a limited period of time. Thanks for watching this episode of You vs. Food. Want more tips and tricks for what to eat and why? Subscribe to Well+Good's YouTube channel as quick as you can. Eat 'em.